What's up, fam? Welcome back to Living While Saving, where we teach you how to live life and save money at the same goddamn time. It's your boy Stanley. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to take the budget that I showed you guys how to create last week, and it shows you how much money you were spending by the month, how much money you were spending 1, 3, 5, and 10 years out, so you can see the big picture versus just seeing it by the month. So this week, I want to show you how to take that same budget and start paying off your credit card debt. Because I remember from the live, a lot of you said, I got this credit, I just want to get rid of this credit card debt. So I said, let me go ahead and take it a step further and show you guys how to look within your budget and find money to start paying off your credit card debt. Now, one of the things you're gonna learn about me and my wife, we love to be transparent. So before I dive in to show you guys how to find money within your budget to start paying down your credit card debt, I want to actually show you guys that we were actually in credit card debt, because you know you can actually say it, but we just want to show you proof that we was there. So basically you can believe that I know what I'm talking about. But not only that, but give you hope and inspire you that when you start your journey to paying off your credit card debt, it may start small, but it lets you know that you can do it because we did it. So we still do have some credit card debt. It's just one credit card that we still have that we owe. It's like a little over $2,000 that we owe on it. So that's gonna probably be paid off in the next year or so. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all that, and then we're gonna jump on into the budget. All right, so now we're in my credit report, and I'm just gonna show y'all a few of the cards. So this particular one right here is our Capital One card. Actually, as you can see, the highest balance on that card was $10,231. This is actually our travel card that we actually still use now that we've gotten disciplined and know how to use credit cards the right way. So we started using them so we can build up our travel points. But you can see at one time we owed them $10,231. Yeah, man. Let me show y'all another one. All right, so this one was a Fred Meyer's jewelry that we took out. This was one of the a jewelry credit card, and as you can see, we ran that joke up to $3,355. So that's already $13,000 in credit card that I showed you already. So I'm just gonna show you one more. I ain't gonna show you all of them. I'm just gonna show you a few of them to show you that we was in debt. All right, and this will be the last one I'll show you. There are some others as well, but you can see this one right here. This was our lows, and you can see we ran it up $2,106. So as you can see, I showed you at least $15,000 in credit card debt right there. But at one time, the debt was over $30,000. Over $30,000 of our $80,000 was credit card debt. Yeah, over $30,000 in credit card debt. Yeah, all the way down to like $2 something now. That is crazy. And you can do it. I'm telling you, you can do it too. So that's why I'm on here. Like I said, I was gonna wait to the end of my journey to ask. We was gonna wait to the end of our journey to come on here and show you guys this stuff. But I was like, you know what? We just came through COVID-19. Well, we didn't come through. We still in COVID-19, and I know a lot of people are struggling. They want to get their money right. So I'm like, I have some information that can help them. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let's go. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get over to the budget so I can show y'all, man, some ways that you can look within your budget to get some extra money to start paying down that credit card debt. Alright, so we got the budget pulled up from last week of the make-believe person that I made up to teach you how to make the budget. So now this week we're going to go in and we're going to find some extra money that you already spending so that we can apply it to your debt. Now, I know typically when I started paying off our debt, or when me and Lynette started paying off our debt, we went too aggressive in the beginning. In other words, we cut our life all the way down to basically eating ramen noodles, and so that we could pay off the credit card debt. But what we found was we would pay off debt, go back into debt, pay off debt, go back into debt, and then we realized that we was too aggressive. So basically what we were doing is like a person who go to the gym for the first time and they take the advanced boot camp class for 2 hours because they want to lose some weight so bad. And they take the class and it kills them, and they be like, no, I am never, ever, ever going back to the gym again. Why? Because they started off too aggressive. And I think that's what we do with our paying off credit card debt is we go a little bit too fast in the beginning. So I'm a stickler for starting off small. But before we start off small, if you guys haven't watched the video that we talked about the 5 reasons why you can't save money, I'll link that down in the description as well if you want to check that out. And one of the things that we talked about was before you start any journey, especially any journey in life or setting a goal, you need to have a why. So even with the credit card debt, you need to identify, why do I want to pay off this credit card debt? So just saying I want to pay it off is not enough. You got to have something that when this journey gets tough or you get tempted to not want to continue to pay it off, you got to have something that continue to pull you there. So I can remember from the live, some of you guys were saying, your whys is, I'm tired of living from paycheck to paycheck. I want to start taking vacations, and I'm pretty sure that's probably, where we were too. It was like, I'm tired of seeing my family and friends go on vacation. I can't go on vacation because I got to continue to pay all these credit card bills and stuff like that, so I never have any extra money. With that said, since I got this make-believe budget, so the first areas that I usually the areas that I recommend starting at, possibly, I recommend start is looking at either the grocery bill, cable and internet, I showed y'all in the budget last week, and your entertainment. Either one of those categories, and start very small. So if it's the grocery category, and find a small amount of something that you buy every single time you go grocery shopping. So let's just say something that you spend $10 on. $10. So you go and say, you know what? I'm going to not buy that item at least once a month until I pay off my credit card debt. So I'm going to take that $10 and I'm going to add that to my credit card debt. That's an example. I showed you guys on the cable bill last week. Calling the cable company, see how much you can get your bill down, and whatever that amount is that you can get it down, apply that to your credit card debt. Next thing is your entertainment. So maybe you eat out every single week. So maybe you're going to say, you know what? I'm just going to take 1 week a month that I'm not going to eat out, and I'm going to take that extra money and apply it to my credit card debt. So also in your budget, as far as like small stuff, you could, like, if you get your hair cut or get your hair done every week, you could actually change it back to twice a week. Or if you get your nails done every week, you could change that back to every other week. So that's more ideas of things that you can do to be able to have some extra money to pay off this credit card debt. Let me tell you, these little small changes will dramatically reduce your credit card debt over time if you consistently do it, and before you know it, that credit card debt is going to be gone. That's how it happened with us. We started off really small. So when you start off small, you're going to get momentum. So I'm not saying that you're going to stay at that small amount. But once you gain momentum and you seeing that these credit card debts are going down, then you can start getting a little bit more aggressive and be like, okay, so in our case, we started selling stuff around the house to pay off the credit card debt. We started doing yard sales. We started selling old cell phones we had laying around, old tablets that we had laying around that we wasn't using anymore, and started selling that stuff online on eBay, on Poshmark, also on Facebook Marketplace, selling stuff and getting that money and apply it to the credit card debt. But we didn't start there. We started small by pulling a little bit of money out of our money that we was already spending once we realized we couldn't do it that aggressive. So now that you understand that you ought to start off small and gain momentum, the next thing that I want to give you a tip on is to not focus on your debt. And you're going to be like, well, Stanley, how the heck I'm going to not focus on my debt? It comes in the mail every single month. I see it every time I log in my accounts. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when your mind starts to tell you that this debt is too big and this little bit that you putting on it, you ain't never going to get out. It's a lie. You tell yourself that I am going to come out of debt because, number one, I have a plan. And number two is that I'm going to have, in the future, I'm going to have enough money that I'm going to be able to stop living from paycheck to paycheck. Matter of fact, the next time my family will go on vacation in the future, I'm going to be able to take that vacation. I know when I was looking at that $30,000, over $30,000 in credit card debt, and only applying that little bit amount every single month, it kind of got discouraging, and got a little discouraging to keep going. But we kept on thinking about, I want to be able to travel. We want to travel. We want to be financially free. That's all we thought about. And we kept going. It got tough. We kept going till we here today. Like I told you, the journey is not over for us, but it's almost over. I told you we only owe like $2,009 some on a credit card. And that's going to be paid off in probably about a year. So the last thing I want to tell you guys is the debt snowball. So if you guys have multiple credit card debts, the debt snowball is a great way to mix in with that little bit of extra that you're applying to your debt every single month. And I'm going to show you a quick example. And I'm not sure, some of you probably already heard it, some of you probably already tried it, but I'm going to show it to you again if you haven't seen it. I'm going to show it to you again if you have seen it. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to show it to you for the first time. So basically, I'm over here on Dave Ramsey's site, and you see it's the debt snowball calculator. So I've already went through here and added 3 credit card debts. So you basically can come on here and you can add your credit card debts on here, and come to the bottom here. Let me take this out because I want to take. So I was on here playing around with it. And let's see. All right. So as you can see, it shows all the debts right here. So $4,600 in debts. And as you can see over here, it lets you know that if you just continue to pay the minimums, it's going to take you to August of 2029 to pay off that debt. So this person it would take them 8 years to pay this off. But if they do the debt snowball, and that's not adding any extra to it, this is debt snowball by itself, which is you start with the lowest balance and you pay the credit card. And once that credit card is paid off, you take the minimum payment from that, the payment that you was paying on that credit card, and put it on the next credit card, and you do so on and so off until you pay it all off. And you do that, you see here that it'll be paid off in half the time. So versus taking 8 years, it'll be 4 years. So what I wanted to show you, so let's say for instance in your budget you was able to find $25. So I'm going to add $25 right down here for the extra payment. And let's see how much time that's going to take off of it. So as you can see, just adding the $25, a small amount, will take what would have took 8 years to pay off $4,600, be paid off in 4 years with just $25. So just imagine if you got even more aggressive and you gain momentum and start adding more and more money to the debt, like I said, selling stuff. Maybe starting a side hustle, or starting a business, finding some kind of way to get some extra money to put on the debt, that will even increase even faster than the 4 years. But I wanted to show you just little small steps like that can make a big difference in paying off your credit card debt. And I want to leave you guys with this right now. If you are deep in credit card debt, I totally understand how you feel. I know the weight, I know the pressure, I know that being up at nighttime trying to figure out how you can pay it off, because you just so tired of the cycle of that, paying it off and then you charging it back up because something happens in your life, because you don't have savings that you have to use the credit card to make up shortfalls, whether to buy groceries, buy school clothes for the kids, or whatever the issue that arises financially that you have to cover. And just seem like the cycle never ever ends. But I just want to let you know that me and Lynette have done it, and we're almost out. And I want to let you know you can do it too. If you do, like I say, start small. Well, first have your why. Start small, gain momentum, and then remember your why through the process. So when you get tempted to stop, you remember your why and think about your result and not think about the debt. We so used to focusing on how much money that we owe that we ain't used to focusing on the result of what's gonna happen when we pay it off. So that's where you got to keep your mind at the result of seeing it paid off. What I'm gonna be doing when it's paid off? What I'm gonna be going? How my life is gonna be? How I'm gonna feel when it's paid off? Focusing on that is gonna get you through the process. I tell you. So down in the comments, let me know if this was helpful to you, if you have any questions about this, or maybe there's some circumstances that you're in that I might not address in the video, because I know everybody's circumstances are different. So in the videos, I'm basically going to give general principles, but if you want me, if you have some questions about your particular situation that you in, you can definitely ask me in the comments, or you can wait until we do lives, and if you want to ask it there, you can do that as well. All right, good people, straight from the VA, the dirty South, 2 up, 2 down. Holla, boom.